Look, a YouTube alert.
God damn it. Well, there goes that. Welcome to the midweek wind up where we fuck everything up. Because that's just what we do.
Are you replacing me?
Oh shit, I'm hearing myself back. Oh shit, that's right, because I don't have myself muted. Merc fell asleep, and last week he basically figured out a way to pipe in music in the intro and all that and do that fun stuff since my interwebs is still fucked up. I'm still waiting on the interweb installment. But he didn't show me how to do it. He just kind of did it and then walked away, and he's asleep tonight. So me. Ah, shit. So I'm not replacing you, waifu. Waifu can never be replaced. Fuck all the waifu haters.
But then, what about the midweek wind-up? I thought our show was named something else.
Shit. That's right. It's hump day. Fuck. God damn it. I gotta go into my settings and do, like, person stuff. Damn it. I will be so happy once we switch internet carriers. It's supposed to be hump day. Fuck you, settings.
Well, while you're fixing our show, the midweek hump.
the midweek hump day fuck it up wind up.
I will greet the people in chat while we're getting set up. So hello to you, Dick Balls. Broken word, always welcome, motherfucker. Take a seat. John M, get in here. Cynic, one of last week's guests, and
yeah, who's red and only Cynic? Who the fuck's that red and only person? Fuck that red and only person.
Co-host.
I love Cynic's and Tamriel's response to that. That was fucking awesome. Let's see. Yep, I can edit that shit. See, the problem with doing streams is if you actually want to do one where you have a dashboard and you can control everything and do things in real time, you have to have a stream thing like OBS or the like. But if you don't have great internet, you can't do OBS or the cool things. You got to do this ghetto, hey, I'm a new YouTuber thing. So you don't get a control board or anything. So, let's see. Oh, and it's set to private.
We're taking a fucking page out of Pop's streams. His are pretty ghetto fabulous too.
What's his excuse? I mean, reason.
Not caring. Straight up, he'll be bouncing around, and then Snag will be like, "Hey man, why don't you invest in better tech?" And you'll be like, "Don't give a fuck." Hey Bubonic, what's up?
Oh, Bubonic. Hey Boo, how you do?
Cheers.
Yes, dick balls. I'm ghetto. And speaking of ghetto, I want to know, I was thinking of you this weekend. I mean, I heard some crazy guy on the internet and the voice sounded familiar. And I had to double check to make sure you were still alive this weekend.
Red thinks you're the motherfucker that flew the plane and crashed it. So, dick balls, you have to prove that you're not him.
Prove you're not dead, motherfucker. Prove you're not dead.
You can't. Life is a social construct.
Ghetto fabulous. Yes, I am ghetto webbing it. I'm hood webbing it. Let's see. Has it changed this?
Apparently, King Carl was the one flying the plane.
See, this is the fucked up thing. I live in Washington, and I actually heard those planes. And because I live so close to Joint Base Lewis McChord, formerly known as Fort Lewis and Air Base McChord, we hear planes all the time, and I'm always panicked. I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna hit our house. That's gonna hit our house. And I heard that, and I'm like, whatever. And then Saturday morning, Merc comes home. He's like, hey, did you hear about that plane last night?
Bubonic with the awesome comment. First thing I thought when I heard that was all hail Sky King Carl.
Sky King Carl. Hey, man, nice shot. Midweek hump. Yep. We're going to hump it out. We're just going to get through this. We're just going to hump it out. Everybody else says hug it out. I say hump it out.
Nah, it's Wednesday, so it's kind of like you have to, because if you don't, it'll fuck up your whole week. So you look at your special person, you look at them, you're like, we're gonna fuck, not because necessarily we want to, but because we need to, and that is this stream. You're not here because you want to be. You're here because you need to be.
Right. And I don't know about you, waifu, but honestly, these last few days with all the fires and everything, I know I'm a fire sign. I know I'm a redhead, but this smoke is killing me. Just honestly, like the last couple of days, my get up and go done got up and went. Mm-hmm. And so tonight I decided, you know what? A few days ago in Discord, I changed my name to Blue Raspberry Vodka because our store started selling their own version of store's choice version of sodas. And we bought a 2-liter of blue raspberry thing. Mm-hmm. I mixed it with vodka. And then I realized tonight, I'm like, oh, wait, that's right. I'm not drinking that. And because I'm a hyper drunk, I decided to have a screwdriver. Not the toolbox, just the screwdriver.
Just the screwdriver.
Holy shit, bubonic. School starting tomorrow? Wait. See, I've seen this everywhere. And I know I'm old. I know I'm old. I've come to terms with that. But back in my day, they restarted after Labor Day.
School starts in September.
Yeah. And I've seen a few schools in Washington State, not that East Coast crap. I live on the left coast, the West Coast. And just some schools will start a few days before Labor Day or start in a midweek. This is the thing I don't understand is we used to start after Labor Day, literally the day after Labor Day, we would start unless, things were weird, but we would always start no later than a Wednesday. And apparently there's been schools starting on Thursday or Friday and it goes straight to a weekend. County schools around here always start early. Jesus Christ, they're not starting early. They're starting before the quote unquote normal folk. Jesus.
Yeah, you're going to be done way in at the end of May.
That's shit. Up. You know what I thought was funny is last year, my kids, they had so many snow days that they allot every school year. And my kids hadn't used their snow days. And so they gave them a free day off and it no shit snowed there on the day that they had a day off. Wake me up when September ends.
God, when I was a teenager.
I'm going to fuck that song up.
I mean, you can't fuck it up anymore. Green Day, once they lost the excitement and the edge of their punk, just...
Once they lost that kung fu grip? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No bite.
Honestly, I really want year-round schools to come back. Back when I was a kid, my mom's friend, he would talk about year-round schools, and I thought they were atrocious until I started getting to high school. I'm like, wait. So you're telling me it's like 6 weeks on, 2 to 4 weeks off, depending on where in the year it falls. That's fucking amazing, because people don't, the kids don't, lose the retention of knowledge they had. And I get it, because they were on, they're in Eastern Washington. I always lived in Western Washington, but I get it. They had crops and things to attend to before they let all those people from the South come up here and pick all their apples. But seriously, year-round school makes a lot of fucking sense. Melly, I gotta rent you, baby doll. She's from the West Coast, the left coast.
I've seen Melly S around. I don't. Hello.
Also, Melly is a good body. She's a good body.
JP Gulf City, welcome.
Yeah, he used to be John Plett.
Yep. No, I'm just gonna call him JP Gulf City.
I remember John.
Never forget.
Giggity. He's a John. And we're just horrors on the YouTubes. And if anybody wants to, throw, free 99 at the Streamlabs and help pay for the waifu or the interwebs, we have the Streamlabs. I think it's in the description. I don't know, since we don't have our OBS. Oh, yeah, I got the Streamlabs. That's right. Good Lord. And oh, my God, over the last week or so, something I realized, we've actually lost a few subs, and I was kind of concerned about that. But when I went over to Pop TV stream, and I was talking in the chat over there, and on Heyman Shot stream, and they said something about, hey, wait, I thought I was subscribed to, Red Show. We're losing subs, but it's not like people actively pulling their sub count. But we've got to come up with something creative, because we know what happens when Red spins the wheel of immorality and drunk things happen and Merc's home.
Mm-hmm.
That those kind of milestone streams end up bad. But we got to come up with something for our 250. Dual wield, you graced us with your presence. Oh,
you better get it in now. He's going to be all over the internet, and then he's got to be in bed early and get to work.
Madaj even. Oh my God. See, this is kind of what I miss. We used to start at no earlier than 9 p.m. on Wednesdays back in the day.
We'll stop. You got to stop you there. Melly with the shade, sending some love to not T-Tac. Fucking duel.
But T-Tac with them childbearing hips. I want him to be my baby mama. He got them hips that can birth children's.
Thick. Hey, Ryder, good to see you.
Oh, and we've got the Malevolent Rider in here too?
Oh, no, he's rebranded TM Rider, a.k.a. Ryan.
Oof.
Everyone likes to rebrand it. It's cool.
See, and, the school year is about to start, so we got to consider things here, what we're going to do with our scheduling and whatnot, because I have a feeling, waifu, if we keep this up, we're going to have to add more days. I know we've only got 12 people watching right now, but this channel has a tendency, especially when Red drinks and does dumb shit and takes all comers, so to speak, that the late nights get wild and wet, nay, I say hard, especially with them truck drivers. So we got to figure out some kind of chaotic midnight stream to do, and I'd be willing to do it on somebody else's channel and fucking throw it their way.
Why are you throwing the shade at me? Yeah, I gotta get my shit in gear. Have Duel take me to the school of YouTube, to the YouTube dojo, and learn how to fucking.
Okay, hold on.
Games or something, just something to tie people over.
All right, I got something to show you. This is what we're gonna do real quick. Oh, FYI for anybody. In the Discord server in the Ginger Box, I have tonight created the Florida Man Cave. So if you has a Florida Man story or something along that genre, go ahead and throw it in the Florida Man Cave.
Well, just to run you by the stories we pick. Try to pick something lighthearted, funny. People can die, but as long as it's really fucking silly or funny. throw it in there. If you're like, Trump launches another nuclear missile at Korea, no, fuck that. Everyone's talking about Trump. Everyone's talking about Brexit this.
We want the stories nobody's talking about. Oh, shit. Madaj with the all-comers here says, you're always welcome on the Red Eye stream. See, here's the problem, because Red only does a few politics. And if Red actually states something about a political opinion, there's usually a real good reason behind it. But Red doesn't really do much politicking. Poop is trending.
Right. Poop is trending.
I should be number 1 on that right there, waifu. We should be at number 1 on poop.
No, after last week, that was a... Yep, okay. Yeah, there we got our squatter duel.
I'm a squatter. Hey, duel, do me a favor. Tell me something. Is Costasock and y'all still coming up here in September? Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Because maybe, just maybe, if those folks come out to my neck of the woods, I got a karaoke biker bar I want to take them to. And maybe we can rap battle there at the karaoke stage.
Duel, you're going to take a dive and we're going to make a lot of money together. This is what's happening.
No, dual wield. Don't go breaking my heart. Sorry.
But it's pretty great that that you and Bubonic bring up the whole school year, because...
Oh, that's right. Waifu got something for me.
Well, it's in your Discord. It's in Discord right now, but
there's
very rarely.
I have 2 computer screens, but one is a TV that every once in a while fucks off and turns black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with this piece of shit. I think it's because I live in Washington, in Southwest Washington, but not too south. I'm a little too close to Evergreen for my own comforts, considering my husband does DJ work there. But, excuse me, the air quality right now has been shit. I'm really feeling empathy for those folks in California right now with the air quality and things. Seriously, all different kinds of filters in my house have decided to fuck right the fuck off with clogging.
But Red, if you survive this, you can just move to Beijing.
Oh shit. All right, so
but
I'm gonna close that screen.
Very rarely do we get a theme. Like sometimes the news dictates the theme, and you know I've got our usual stuff. I've got our Florida man. I've got our crazy people. There's always something interesting here and there that just doesn't quite fit. But I started to see a theme, and it's fitting that it's like middle of August, and you're talking to Bubonic, and you're talking about
I love my boo
stuff and going back to school, because that's kind of the theme today. Is that kids?
I just saw that shit. God damn it. So waifu picked the theme this week because I trust my waifu. I'm just gonna let any of y'all in the ginger box or that come to this channel, I'm gonna let you know I fully trust the waifu. The waifu is the other half of Red. Mercolium does his things behind the scenes, but waifu is the other half of this channel. He does things. He goes out and talks to people, investigates things, and he is highly active and interactive and a very good person at heart. So if anybody takes shots at waifu, I'm going to get offended. And I might go drunk red retard on y'all.
I've made a few friends. I've said some nice things.
No, seriously. Waifu's good peoples. And he's a person to boot. So if you've been unpersoned in the ginger box, I'm going to tell you, there's very, very few people in the ginger box that has that ability. So, all right, I got to click on the waifu. Waifu, I'm going to present you. Oh, wait, no, I should present myself. That's right.
I don't mind reading, but you've got to present for our boys and girls at home.
I'll present. I'll represent. Let's see. Waifu, since my second screen decided to go back in the 60s, let me know if people can see it.
We can see it.
Woo! I'm not too drunk to stream. Yay! I swear to God, I'm like 1.5 screwdrivers away from losing my top. It is too hot and Red's too drunk.
Water, my dear. Water by the
Ah,
bucket. By the way,
that is what that other glass is. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
yeah, I've got 2 glasses. One is alcohol, the other is water, so I don't dehydrate myself and I can talk.
Oh, I've been debating about doing that whole, instant water freezing trick with a water bottle. Just for shits and giggles, because the other night I made brownies and cakes, chocolate, peanut butter swirls and whatnot. I was like, wait, that's great for the inner fat kid, but what else could I do just for shits and giggles to put out there? Water never came to mind.
Oh, Dick Ball's sending us an image of what Seattle looked like, and it kind of looks like a hellscape.
Yeah, and
Gandalf with the good comeback. Well, at least it's not raining.
I wish it was raining again.
A lot of people do. So,
fuck you, Cyanide and Happiness, you and your fucking paywall.
So on that note, let's get down to the really shitty news with the really bad jokes. Boy, age 2, with a 40-a-day cigarette habit after getting hooked from butts on the street.
Hey, I'm just going to tell you right now. Every once in a while, I see a butt on the street, and I just got to get hooked on it. I just got to do it.
But did you get hooked when you were 2?
Well, my daddy didn't love me, and he made other men love me, so I was hooked when I was 2, but I don't think that's what you mean.
Oh, no.
I'm a horrible person. I'm going to hell, but it's okay.
We're all going to hell, and especially the parents of this fucking child.
Jesus Christ, I just looked at the photo. Oh.
A 2-year-old has already picked up a disturbing adult habit and now chain smokes through 40 cigarettes a day. Rapi Ananda Pangmungkas, a toddler from Sukabumi, Indonesia, that's why I'm saying all these stupid words, started by picking up used butts outside his mom's market stall. And within days, he was addicted and would endlessly pester passing shoppers to give him cigarettes. The adults initially found the youngster's demands novel and offered him cigarettes, thinking it was a joke while he lit up. But Rapi, nicknamed Rap, you dropped a letter. Good job, Indonesia. This is why you're like at the bottom. Soon started becoming aggressive and throwing tantrums when he wouldn't get his favorite Morocco, the local term for cigarettes. Rapi's mother, Mariati, 35, confessed on Monday that she buys 2 packs of cigarettes a day for the boy to stop him from going berserk. She said, "My child used to smoke while drinking coffee and eating cake." And this is where I draw the fucking line. Are you even a fucking parent at that point? If your 2-year-old child is drinking coffee, smoking, and eating cake all in one go. I don't even do that. Actually put a gun in your mouth. Breathe deep of a shotgun, my dear. You're doing us all a service.
Jesus Christ.
If people don't understand what something fucking is, don't give it to them. Indonesia, I want a fucking blockade. I want a continental blockade on Indonesia's cake, cigarettes, and coffee. These people don't know how to use it. He has been
this is why I am pro breeding license. Any moron can drive a car and everything else, with a bit of a license here and there, and it might affect somebody and inconvenience them. But any bitch with an open twat can breed and drop out a Rappy.
And this is the problem we have, is the world is starting, like, you see it in big cities. There's population density and people are trying to move out and find space. The world isn't exactly overpopulated yet, but we're going to get there.
Well, Canada's got lots of space. Nobody wants to live in it.
Nobody wants to live in Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Nobody wants to live in the frozen shitholes up north. Like, our space is deceiving in that nobody wants to be there. We keep putting people, especially our immigrants and stuff, or not our immigrants because they're paying to get in, but are refugees in places where there's not space, but where there's people. So the government is taking up prime real estate for people that are actually earning their way or born here. They're taking those people away from those spots and giving it to people that, we're saving. Now, it's good that we're saving them. Awesome. I'm down for that. But maybe give them a place away from maybe the busiest cities in Canada, because you have their culture against ours, and I'm pretty sure the two don't mesh well.
Right?
Considering we don't use acid attacks to settle our differences. That's just me. I'm maybe
You're a bad Canadian.
I am the worst Canadian because I will tell it like it is. And you are fucking with your display settings. Oh shit, Lotus is here.
Lotus Wolf, I dropped it in your Discord hoping you'd pop by. Oof, streamception. That is gay. Stop it.
My point being is that if you're going to have a fucking kid, I think you need to be responsible and you need to be prepared. And it's not like we need to protect our children anymore because, listen here, the human race is fine now. We have literally bent the world to whatever it is we want. Hey, William, what's up?
William!
We got some William Stenchever stories. I mean, Florida Man stories coming up. So stay put, sir. Like, we do not need to worry about surviving anymore. We're not being eaten by tigers and we're not being stomped by elephants. We win. We've won. So if you're going to have a kid, I think there should be impositions on you.
Oh, dual wield. You broke my fucking heart because all I saw was the last thing was collab. And here I thought dual wield wanted to collab with us, waifu. And dual wield done broke my heart. It gonna make me cry, dual wield.
He wants to collab with Lotus Wolf, which honestly, like, you love Lotus. I mean, you can't say no to that. Even you would want to collab with fucking...
Collab with Lotus Wolf, but dual wield. I'd go sledding for you, boy. Just saying.
Dual wield's just another generic white rapper. We'll find another.
Maybe T-Tac will collab with me, dual wield.
He's white. I'm sure he could rap. Anyways, let's listen to this fucking train wreck of a human being try to defend her actions. My child is used to smoking while drinking coffee and eating cake. He has been smoking every day for around 2 months. If I don't give him a cigarette, my child goes berserk. It's almost like 2-year-olds shouldn't smoke. Mariotti said that Rappy started around 2 months ago by collecting cigarette butts left on the road, which older boys would then light up for him. Shame on them. After that, he would pester passersby for cigarettes and his parents, who would run a food stall which also sells cigarettes. The mother said that it's been almost impossible to ban her child from smoking because he will cry all day if he can't smoke. I'm looking in your direction, Red. I want to see it coming off of your head.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Honestly, as a mother, and I used to smoke cigarettes, and occasionally when I'm drinking, I'll smoke a cigarette. But honestly, the last time I bought a cigarette was Newport Red 100s, and that was over a month and a half ago, and I still have 2.5 of them left. The only reason I have a half is because somebody else smoked it and put it out in my ashtray outside. So just...
And I got to stop you there. Order up! Brian is here in chat. What's up, big fat Brian?
BFB.
Let him smoke. He might die before he can procreate. He's fucking 2 years old. It's the fucking parents. It's disgusting.
Everybody in the chat arguing about where collaboratus came from. White YouTuber is the original infector of collaboratus. It is deadly. You can die 2 or 3 times and still have a comeback, but once you're infected, you're done. You're done.
Well, let's see what crap they've got for us. She added, if Rappy doesn't get cigarettes, he cannot sleep. Ah, excellent. He will start rampaging and crying. It's expensive because we have to. Yes, you have to buy them for him. I see how it is. He needs his cigarettes. Fuck, I don't even know how Red got her children past 2 without giving them some Marlboros.
You know, I let them suck on them as pacifiers, and it helps put them right to sleep because of all the anxiety of being babies and toddlers. But there is a program. I'm going to have to reach out to this mother. There is a program, and it could happen.
He likes to do it all day. He can smoke about 40 a day. Well, that's because he's developing and he's young and his body is getting stronger and stronger. But you're going to kill him. Rapi's father, Miss Bahudin, sounds like I can't even fucking. It's got to be pronounced a different way. Like it's got to be like bah, or something like that. Because Miss Bahudin, come on. 40.
Miss Bahudin, almost like Misbehaving, had a child. Like, it's Bebe's kids in the South.
Indonesia, you were a mistake. 40 said he also smokes, but he doesn't know why his child started the habit. Maybe if you were around. He added, I cannot say no to him when he asks for a cigarette. I don't even smoke that often. I only smoke at work. When my son smokes, he likes to have a cup of mochaccino.
Jesus, jumped up Christ.
The parents said they will take the toddler to see a doctor to try get over his smoking addiction, which you should have never allowed to start. Indonesia has one of the highest numbers of smokers per population in the world and a growing problem of child smokers. Around 9% of under 18s smoke regularly. That's your article.
Oh, you know, when Bebe's kids want to smoke, Bebe's kid's gonna smoke. Just, I mean, looking at that kid, I know I'm gonna get flagged or whatever, but well, it's not a Matt Yarbo picture, so I might be good. But I mean,
by the way, Matt, if you're just giving away the play button, fuck Tonka, we could use it. Like, we would like hang it up. We'd treat the play button right. So if you're giving away the play button, just putting our names in the hat.
I'm just putting out there. I would take it out, show it the sights, show it the great drinking holes, and then show it a few great red holes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? And it would be fully satisfied with its home.
Play button. I don't know what context you mean that in, Duel. Mr. Minty Hippo 99, welcome. And wow. Now you are.
That's a new person. Hey, has a wrench. There's somebody that's gonna lose theirs here when they show their glossy head. So welcome to the wrench no state. No wrench, no state. State your purpose. It's all in hiragana. So Lena, read this.
Child slave. Read my moon speak.
Child slave that studied Japanese. Read that.
Which part?
Right there.
Go fuck yourself, Mom. I'm not reading that.
Oh, you didn't pass. Mr. Minty Hippo is not pleased.
No one knows how to read kanji after only 2 years.
What? How did Melly get timed out? What?
She got unwrenched. How did that? Oh, this is another account. It's not Melly S. This is a different one.
Oh, whatever. How are you guys doing? We're doing great. Apparently, my daughter is annoyed.
Oh, he says that's okay. Chinese.
That's okay. Chinese, Japanese, dirtinese, if you please.
Oh God! If we're gonna be dredging up old playground nursery rhymes, Jesus, it's gonna be a long show, people. I hope you have a lot of liquor. I do.
That's okay. There might be a person or two that shows their head that you might have somebody to wrench no on. Honestly, once upon a time I started this and I wrenched the few people that showed up, and then Turned it a register state because people got mean and nasty.
And if you're a dickhead, then you lose your wrench. And we won't demod you or de-wrench you for fucking talking shit, because we've got some regular shit talkers in here. We got William calling me, well, honestly, he's just saying the truth, calling me an unfunny manlet. And that's cool. Throw it out there. But when you start calling people like pedophiles and you actually start trying to ruin the fun, then we're going to be like, hey, would you not? Might take your tool away.
Oh, Duels accepted the challenge.
What challenge? Fuck a play button?
I got a button you can play with. Anyway.
Duel, the challenge has been laid out. Will you stand up? Will you stand up to the challenge, Duel? Jesus Christ. I'm kind of glad that this is like the only... And now everyone wants to fuck Red.
Wait, what happened?
Ryder very enthusiastically, I'll fuck Red.
Merc, I need an adult.
Duel, I've seen your art, Duel. You big muscular man. You're just gonna put those arms around me and I'm gonna feel safe.
No, John Platt, you're a dick, but you never lost your wrench. You're a dick with a purpose, honey. A dick with a purpose will always find a home.
And remember, we literally like wrenched someone named Dick Balls. Our standards for what's bad is pretty low. We don't expect much. Just, don't, do the irreparable damage.
Don't be a shit entity. I can't even say human being because some of the stuff I've seen, because honestly, with my kids and everything else going on, I can't be here all the time, but every once in a while I pop in. But when you're just gonna do you because nobody else will.
Well, I'm glad that Jesus Christ, Discord, calm your fucking tits.
Oh, fuck you, TV. Literally, when Discord took a shit, my second screen took a shit too. Well, fuck it. Whatever. This is ghetto fabulous.
Well,
at least we're not ghetto K-fabulous.
Well, Brian was here, and I think it's only appropriate we talk about food now. Food, but also the strong bonds of father and son, of children.
Oh no!
And how those bonds can be broken by food to commit near murder. I'm gonna read you the title for this one. Alabama man guilty of shooting son in row over really good chicken.
I want to tell you right now that chicken's good shit, son.
Like fried potatoes.
There's a reason my honey Mercolium doesn't look like Brendan Fraser anymore.
Do you make good chicken?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, honestly, when I make fried chicken, it takes all day. It really does.
Has Merc ever shot one of your daughters over the fried chicken? Has he ever gone to the closet and pulled out a gun and shot one of your daughters over chicken?
No. Well, there's that.
I don't know if it's that good.
Oh, God. Just when I thought I was good enough, Ma. Just when I thought I was good enough. My husband hasn't shot any of my children over it. I guess I'm just not that good.
This is a teeny tiny story, but I thought it was neat. If you want to read this one.
Sure. Alabama man guilty of shooting son in row over really good chicken. How's it not on screen? I shared that shit.
I think you're sharing, but it's on a different screen.
Because that fucking screen dying. Hold on.
It just has a smoking child permanently staining our stream.
All right, there we go. Fix that stupid shit. Close that. No, Tune. I don't want to see you right now. There we go. Tell me if you see it.
I'm watching the stream. I see it on yours. So the stream will catch up. Yeah. There we go. Fire away.
Alabama man guilty of shooting son in a row over really good chicken. The pair became embroiled in a heated argument as the family watched an NFL game on TV, and the father is now set to be jailed. That's some good chicken right there. That's all I'm going to say. And the caption says, the prosecutor said the chicken wings must have been really good. An Alabama man could face 2 decades in jail for shooting his son during a row over chicken wings. John Lewis Caver has been convicted of first-degree domestic violence by a jury at Dallas County Court 2 years after he attacked his son as the family watched an NFL game on TV at their home in Selma. The pair had become embroiled in an argument over the food, and Caver's wife failed in her bid to separate them. Caver, 77, ended up shooting his son in the chest. Speaking after the guilty verdict on Tuesday, District Attorney Michael Jackson told AL.com, "This must have been some really good chicken." Caver will be sentenced on 19 November and could be jailed for 20 years. Some good chicken, that's all I'm gonna say.
I have to say, like, the chicken in the picture, I really want to make that.
Right? Them some good wings. Legs and wings, y'all. Legs and wings. I don't know. Do you have titles on your desktop? I don't know. This is Mark's desktop. I think I might need to do some kind of working and stuff and get my own computer that's not a laptop that's a piece of shit from 5 years ago.
Now I'm going to throw this out to the chat, and while we kind of comment and stream catches up, delay and shit, is there any food that you've eaten or that you've made that you would literally shoot someone over? Because I'll tell you, I've grown up with big families, and there's always been like a couple dishes where, like, and this is something that pisses me off personally, you will set your heart on a certain food. So one food I really like curry. So if you've got a rice base and like a sauce with meat, I'm there. And I'll be like fighting all day. I'll be like, okay, but I'm gonna go home to that delicious curry and it's good shit. And then you come back and it's gone. And you know who ate it. Now, I don't even yell at that person, but I do get a little miffed. That is one of my pet peeves. And yeah, for me, it's mostly curries.
Oh my God. I make some goddamn good curry, and I make some good Thai curry as well. One of the first jobs I actually had was at an Indian restaurant run by 3 brothers. And oh my God, the dishes and the things and everything they taught me how to cook, and to soaking the garlic and the making of the naan and everything. And then I learned that the Thai people made curry too, and the coconut shrimp curries, the green curries. Oh my God. Just honestly, there's a reason my husband doesn't look like Brendan Fraser anymore.
Burke is a lucky man for many reasons.
Honestly, back home down in Decatur, Alabama, we used to make a thing called chocolate gravy. Oh, it was great shit. Let me see if I can get this.
There is sort of a chocolate curry, and it's the Mexicans that make it. SMG.
Oh, mulatto.
Probably getting some sleep or playing some games, but this goes out to you, man. Chicken mole. It's like a savory chocolate sauce almost. And it's a little bit spicy. And that shit is just amazing. It's high maintenance though. You got like when you're cooking that, you're constantly
Oh
stirring.
my God. I had this white chick that all she did was fuck Mexican dudes a few years back. And she thought she could make it. And literally it felt like and tasted like a Hershey's bar that was melted with a few chunks of chicken in it. It was terrible.
You do not make that from scratch. We've been taught by, because my mom married, when I was growing up, she married into and divorced a Mexican guy. So I've got two little half Latino brothers. And so we learned a lot of authentic Mexican cuisine. Yes, Duel, you do eat the puss. It turned into like a fucking, this just turns into like a curry stream.
We need to get Duel in here with his food porn rapper songs.
But that's where we learned to make our shit, and it's damn fine stuff. I love it. But it seems that chat
white chick pops in, and she brings it to a fucking oh God, where everybody brings something. The name of it's escaping me, but basically potluck. And she brings this in, and our Mexican like grandmother friend looks at her and is like, "You're white, and you don't understand this." That's all she said. I was like, oof. To be a blonde chick looking for the Mexican D. Oof.
So I've got good news, people. It's that magical time of night. Florida Man is back. Except Florida Man.
Take me by the hand. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. It's almost like we put you on stream for a reason.
There's a reason.
We have 3 lucky Florida men tonight. And I actually thought about this, and this is something a little goofy. We're going... John M., I'm so fucking hungry and horny. What the fuck? So tonight, I've got 2 stories of women. One from Indiana, one from Florida. There's Florida woman. And I think that our Florida men, the reason why they're going off the rails like they do is because they're lonely. So we're going to read 2 stories about women going off the rails real quick.
Oh,
laugh at their shittery. And then
Florida clam, what happened?
Then we're going to pick Florida men for each woman.
Oh my.
So first we're going to start with Miss Indiana over here. And she fits in with the whole she fits in with the whole theme of young people, because I looked and she's 19.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, everyone loves like all the young people and the millennials, right? No one's ever complained about them.
Okay, why is not? My computer is not complying. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now it's complying. Poor John M. He's hungry and horny. He doesn't know what to do.
Eat quesadillas.
That's okay. We're gonna play Florida Man Love Connection. I was going to have a bit of a stream section for a moment. There we go. Oh my. She looks like a Florida man.
Oh, is she ever special? And I will read her little story. And let's see if after we read her story, I'm going to read off the Florida men. And I want chat, we're going to assign them numbers. And chat, you're going to pick the Florida man you think matches with her. And we'll see if we'll read his story. And we will see if we can find a good match for Indiana woman. Indiana woman. Planned attack at park to fulfill rape fantasy. An Indiana woman was arrested Tuesday after she reportedly met with a teen, she's a teen too, you'll see in a bit, at a state park to fulfill a rape fantasy and falsely told police she was attacked. Maggie Wallace, 19, of Pendleton, was arrested for false informing Fox 59 reported. She reported to police that she was attacked at Mounds State Park on July 3rd. Wallace claimed that she was running through the park around 12:45 p.m. when a suspicious male knocked her to the ground and groped her. After the alleged attack was reported, a 17-year-old male told police he met Wallace on Whisper, an anonymous social networking app. The teen told police he and Wallace planned to meet up at the park and reportedly showed them screenshots of his conversations with her, which officials said corroborated his story. The boy claims he responded to her. Responded?
Right?
See, very little typos or bad grammar will fuck me up. So
it happens in these fucking posts.
It's why I catch you ad-libbing in your... I need to learn that skill. The boy claims he responded, I'm keeping it, to her post in which she said she was looking for someone to fulfill her rape fantasy, the news outlet reported. Wallace initially denied the teen's version of the story during a follow-up interview with police, but eventually admitted to what happened. Wallace has since been released from Madison County Detention Center on bond. The Madison County Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond to Fox News' request for comment. Why would they? It's pretty self-evident.
Right?
So, Indiana woman here. Giant piece of shit. Falsifying rape. I don't know why. These people are just so twisted to me. But I have Florida men for her. So chat. Number 1. Florida man goes to Japanese steakhouse, starts stripping in front of customers. Number 2. Florida man strips naked at mall, makes whooping sounds at police, and the thumbnail is of Zoidberg from Futurama. And 3, Florida man threatens to blow up lesbian's home because she wouldn't have sex with him. So chat.
Oh God, it's a close 2 or 3 for me because the whole whoop 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 of Zoidberg from Futurama. Or number 3, I don't know.
Or number 3, gonna blow up he'll blow her up for not having sex, so she's got to choose.
I don't know. Number 3 sounds kind of convenient because honestly, she's trying to rape, he's trying to blow up lesbians. I don't know. They might have an explosive relationship.
They all are really good because she wants that rape fantasy. So, starts stripping at any given time.
She says rape fantasy. Is it him raping her or her raping him fantasy?
It's getting raped.
What if they try to rape each other?
Oh, I couldn't imagine. And remember, chat, you're allowed to spam. So if 2 of you are voting, you can just fill that screen with whatever number you want. Because I see Melly and John being very polite and only voting once. But if others just want to listen, that means that's more voting room for you. We're not a true democracy in here. We're kind of tyrants.
We're a votocracy. You vote, you get heard.
We got that from Merck.
What?
That's what he did on Devil's Advocates. He says, you can vote. I didn't say how many times.
And I'm working on Mercolium to do more Devil's Advocates, but he got a little butthurt when he found out Steven Crowder started doing a version of Devil's Advocates. Apparently, Louder with Crowder started doing a, Devil's Advocates, but a really dumbed down version of it. Well, hey, Ghost Dog 999, we haven't seen you in a minute. Ooh, number 3's getting some love. If you guys don't respond in the chat, number 3's Melly's gonna rape you with her choice.
Melly is using both her accounts to do 3s. That's amazing. I actually kind of just want to give it to her for that ingenuity. And fuck it, no. Like for that, using both accounts. Melly,
she tag teamed this choice into submission.
She picked up 2 wrenches and started hitting the chat with both of them.
Number 3, right?
So I will pull that up from the Florida Man article. The winner for Indiana woman who falsified rape report. Florida man threatens to blow up lesbian's home because she wouldn't have sex with him. Go to the source. And this comes
We're voting for the Ghost Dog to let you know. Indiana woman had a rape fantasy and police were called. Now we're playing Let's Make a Date with Rape. And we've given 3 Florida man for her choosing. Waifu, would you like to let us know what the choices are again for Ghost Dog?
Ghost Dog, even though we found the Florida man, there will be 2. There are 2 left. And there is one more lucky Florida woman. And they'll be a lot more intimate. But the choices were man goes to Japanese steakhouse and starts stripping in front of customers. That was number 1. Florida man strips naked at mall, makes whooping sounds at police. The thumbnails of Zoidberg. That was number 2. And number 3 was Florida man threatens to blow up lesbian's home because she wouldn't have sex with him. That was number 3, which Melly promptly butt-fucked the chat with her dual wrench wielding skills. So, Florida man, you have been selected. I'll let you read the other 2. I will read this happy couple. I think it's good that we keep it all together. Actually, no, you read the guys and I'll read the women. I think that's actually
that works.
Gesture. Yeah.
That works.
All right, I sent it to you.
All right, let me pull that up.
Oh,
hey,
and,
what do you know? My second screen decided to pop on at this moment.
And my homie JP thrown in his votes. You know what? Those votes count. Because you won.
All right, I got Keys Man.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, John. Lesbians have the highest percentage of domestic abuse of any sort of relationship between any of the sexes and sexualities. So when you hear crazy lesbian stories, that's just fact.
We're gonna have that screenception again because my screen's trying to be a dick.
It'll do that, but we'll be okay. It'll just be like that for a moment.
We'll be all white. We'll be all white. It's okay. Oh, that face. Oh, that face. I don't understand. I don't
How could
understand.
they say no, right?
He asked for sex and then threatened to blow up her house, the cops say. Of course, by a woman, Gwen.
This looks like a Southern Jarbo.
A Keys man was jailed after police said he sent a life-threatening text to a woman who refused his sexual advances. I'll blow up your fucking house!
I'll blow up your house, you
the
whore.
text, according to the police report. Nicholas Kevin Chu, 41, of Marathon, was arrested at his home August 4 after telling police the whole thing was a joke and a misunderstanding. Chu, who is listed as a waiter, giggity ladies, get that waiter. He'll give you preferential seating, if you know what I mean. Was arrested on suspicion of committing written threats to kill or do bodily injury. A felony.
Wait, hold on. Before we continue, making threats is a felony.
Makes them almonds grind.
Really gets the noggin jogging. Anyway, sorry. Thank you.
Right? Apparently making threats is no biggie. Don't worry about it. It's just a threat.
But it wasn't a threat.
At 2:46 p.m. August 4, Monroe Sheriff's deputies responded to the American Legion 4115 Overseas Highway, where a 37-year-old woman told them she was afraid to go home because Chu had threatened to blow up her house. She said she was in shock and has known Chu for several years and is a friend of his girlfriend. Chu told police the woman was threatening his relationship, police said. A transcript of the text conversation was included in the arrest report. It starts at 11:58 p.m., 2 minutes before the bewitching hour. When Nick texts the woman, he asks her to have sex with him and not tell his girlfriend. You do know I'm gay, right? The woman responded. By 2 p.m., the text messaging had turned heated with Chu threatened to blow up her house, deputy said. Now, I'm just saying, the only things we're getting is at 2:46, they responded, where she claims threats and she's a friend of his girlfriend. I'm thinking she wants to boink his Becky. So I'm going to say, and by 2 p.m. the following day, 12 hours later, everybody slept by then. And that's all the information we're given. Is the last line is by 2 p.m. the text messaging has turned heated with Chu threatening to blow up her house. I'm not seeing any direct messaging. I don't know. I think lesbian led him on.
Could be.
I don't know.
The problem with all these, and this is something that, I have another story about this. When you're reading something, be skeptical. Use your common sense. Now, don't say dumb shit like, the earth is flat. Like, fuck right off. But when people are saying, well, I saw this, use your judgment. Think about it. Look for evidence yourself. Try to look around. And if there's the possibility of something not being exactly as it's said, leave yourself open, but don't at the same time. Don't commit yourself to an idea.
It's just, honestly, that report was so vague. And they had a couple of quotes, but, I don't know. I'm thinking somebody was playing on that lesbian threesome fantasy. That's what I think happened. I don't know if it was him or her, but one of them was playing into that lesbian three-way fantasy.
Maybe. And Bubonic makes a great point. What does her being lesbian have to do with the story? It's to demonize an already demonized guy. Now, it's a funny title. I'll give him that. But
P-Dubs just joined us in the subscriber count.
Hey, P-Dubs.
Again.
No. YouTube will fuck with you and
right.
Or maybe you get bored, and you know what? I'm totally okay with that. I get it. You want to keep your subscriber count or your your subscribed to section current and what's going on, and we were kind of dropping the ball. So to you, P-Dubs, we say, hey, we're sorry, and hopefully we can keep entertaining you.
Welcome back, P-Dubber.
Privileged white male, yo, what's up?
Oh, it's his new account from the last one.
Oh, fuck. Did something happen?
Oh, well, we got a 2-timer from P-Dubs. But seriously, yeah, honestly, the lesbian thing, I don't know who played up the lesbian thing, if it was her or him or the cops. But honestly, I mean, for fuck's sake, my husband, we're calling him. He knows I'm on here as often as I can be. And I used to be on here a lot more frequently, and I would shamelessly flirt with people. And he shamelessly flirts with people when he bothers to be able to be here when he can. Yep. And it's just one of those things is neither one of us thinks the other is going to go dick long into a scenario. I mean, some people just kind of get hung up on a thing. Ooh. Apparently, P-Dub's channel got nuked for a painted snatch as a thumbnail.
Oh.
Sorry. That's funny to me. It's fucking great.
I mean, dude, was it at least worth it? Because if it was, pain is momentary, glory is forever.
Yes, all hail the whale, John Platt. The whale is great and strong, And fuck anybody that drinks beer made out of whale dong. I'm just going to say. That was something that happened earlier tonight. They showed on the Fright Power Hour. Was apparently somebody in Europasia made a beer out of whale testicle. Ugh. Just oof. Ugh. You know, yeah, I've heard about getting head on your beer, but that gets a little ridiculous. Oh, I think I lost the waifu.
No, I'm still here.
John M. Yummy. What? Yummy.
I'm pretty sure that's a sarcastic yummy. John is studying and working in the culinary field, so he makes things that taste good. That's what he does.
Good things taste good.
And I don't think he'd necessarily make a beer made out of whale testicle.
I do have something to show everybody since we've played, you know, the dating game. Is, you know, the Florida man has some lore. It really does. You know, and apparently the Florida man has his own Twitter. He really does, folks. And I'm going to show you a video that will show you why the Florida man is so bad, according to the Tampa Bay Times. And it's a clip from a real show because they do real things. So I just thought I'd show everybody. And I don't know if everybody's going to be able to hear it or not because my fucking interwebs being the way it is. But let's see.
We'll try for it, and if it doesn't work, we'll just end it and throw the link.
Right? Yeah. His parents are apparently driving to Florida. Oh, no. Not Florida. Watch out for Florida man. What's a Florida man? What's a Florida man?
So they can't hear it, but
no one knows his true identity, date of birth, what he looks like. That's why headlines always say Florida man shoots. Oh, Florida man shoots unarmed black teenager. Florida man bursts into ex's boyfriend delivery room. Florida man beats a flamingo to death. Oh no. Florida man found eating another man's face. Oh no.
I remember that one.
Oh no. Why would they do that? To prevent black people from coming to vote in Florida. Duh.
Not because Florida men are crazy.
That was from a show. But seriously, explains so much. It really does.
Quoting Brian here, wokest take.
I gotta close that. I gotta go to this. Stop it. Stop sharing. Fuck you, Google Hangouts. But yeah.
Well, I just want to congratulate Indiana woman. You will fake many a rape, but it will not be faking the Florida man because he will blow you the fuck up if you say no. But there's one more Florida woman.
Oh, Florida woman.
Indeed, indeed. And I will send that to you in Discard.
All right, let's see. Oh, Florida woman.
And hers is pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to spend too much time giving it lip service. I'm just
she's a hottie with a naughty body. You just can't get it up. Oh, you just can't get it up.
I don't know that one. Shit.
Huh?
All right, here we go. Florida woman allegedly on crack and meth runs naked to get away from giant spider, police say. Women running from spiders, am I right, boys?
Honestly, I was running from spiders in my house earlier. So it was kind of funny.
If someone takes this image and just like tints that hair red,
Right? Ah,
the best part
your
is
woman found running from spiders in her home earlier tonight.
you can even take the orange from like because you can already see
yeah.
she's in the outfit. You can take that orange there and use
She's got the curly hair.
Yeah,
She's got that fuck you, why you looking at me face going on. So
well, that's a hangover from your crack meth night.
oh yeah, wait, how does this mean I don't get the pre-meth phase Liz thing going anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, god damn it.
And we're back at St. Petersburg, which apparently houses a lot of fucking Florida men and Florida women. A woman in St. Petersburg, Florida, reportedly told authorities she took her clothes off and ran through a park naked in an attempt to get away from a giant spider. The woman, identified as 40-year-old Danielle Dolores Tiples, or Teeples, whatever you want. I have, or Tiples.
She's the DDT. That's all we need. DT for detox.
Oh my god, that is DDT. I didn't even notice that. All right, well, you're Diamond Dallas Page now. Fuck that. 40-year-old Diamond Dallas Page. Actually, that is DDT. Fuck, that's Jake the Snake. Sorry. Christ. This is why I usually eat and drink. I don't just drink my giant...
The smoke's fucking with all kinds of things up here in the northern hemisphere.
Nah, I'm letting booze make me sloppy.
There's that too.
DDT also admitted to police she had taken drugs such as crystal meth and crack cocaine prior to taking off her clothes.
Are you sure she's not a wrestler?
I mean, she's perfect. Her name is literally DDT. And that was Jake the Snake's finishing move. Now it's just an average move any wrestler picks up, but back in the day, people would look at the DDT like it was a killer move. And you look at it, it's actually pretty impressive for
way to end a human being.
Witnesses who observed Teeples on Sunday told police the woman was acting erratically, rubbing her hands through her hair and on parts of her body while running through the park. Teeples, who allegedly refused to put her clothes back on initially, was later arrested and charged with indecent exposure, the station reported. Now, this Florida woman is lonely. She's a hottie with a body. She's single, ready to mingle. And there are two Florida men. Both great Florida men for her. And your votes will decide. So, for woman trying to run away from giant spider and getting naked in a park, will she be with, number 1, Florida man goes to Japanese steakhouse, starts stripping in front of customers, or 2, Florida man strips naked at mall, makes whooping sounds at police?
I'm thinking whooping noises would scare the spiders away and maybe be a mating call.
A little bit. But, you know, maybe the whooping noises will scare her. That's the problem, is that just as easily as it can scare away the spider, it might scare off your crackhead. On the other hand, he's getting naked in front of samurai, number 1. And if you're willing to, like, swing your dong in front of, like, a warrior who is known to kill in a single strike.
Oh, my God. P-dubs with the nail in her coffin. Type of lady who snorts crank out of a man's nose that just overdosed.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Put down the club, you savage.
Oh my God, that's great.
Reminder that spamming is not only allowed, it's encouraged.
Oh, we're getting some 2s.
We've got 3 2s. They may hold. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for the stream to catch
up. Are you going to go number 1 or number 2 on this lady?
Are we going to get whooping noises with 2 or naked in front of Oh, the people have decided. It's unanimous. It's a landslide.
She's getting pooed on, number 2 on. Whoop, whoop, whooping all over that Florida woman.
I am not a single one. That's not even... I won't even humor the idea.
Oh, this poor woman. That face, though. Maybe if he whoops in the right vocal cord, she might be okay. She might come back to us. Oh, John M. with the odd vote out. All right. Number 2. What can you do?
I have sent you the link in Discord.
All right. There we are. There we go.
You are ready.
Let's see about date number 2.
Bachelor number 2.
All right. You want me to read Bachelor number 2 here?
Yep.
Man allegedly stripped naked, ran through mall parking lot. That is a big opening right there, just asking to be run through. It's almost say the opening was asking for it. It's almost say.
Santa Rosa is beautiful this time of year.
Authorities say a man ran naked around outside the Santa Rosa Mall, pictured and through surrounding neighborhoods. By Mary Esther. Authorities in Okaloosa County plan to arrest a man who they say took off all his clothes and ran naked around outside the Santa Rosa Mall and through surrounding neighborhoods. He ran through the hoods. According to an Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office offense report, no, he didn't. On August 3rd, witnesses say a man took off all his clothes while walking on Oxford Court in Mary Esther and then began to run around the mall's parking lot, jumping on light poles and yelling unintelligible words. Literally, that is what the quote is right here. In quotes, yelling unintelligible words. Witnesses originally told sheriff's deputies the man entered the mall and ran around, but that was later found to be false. Oh, somebody lying on him. When deputies arrived, the man fled and was found in a nearby ditch. Authorities tried to restrain the man, but he kept trying to pull away. When a deputy tried to ask him questions, he could only respond with the whooping sound. Whoop, whoop. The deputy believed he was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Nah, this is Florida. No, they don't do drugs or alcohol in Florida.
Dry state.
The man was eventually detained and taken to Fort Walton Beach Medical Center under the Marchman Act, in which a person is involuntarily committed to a medical facility for substance abuse, evaluation, and treatment. His identification was found in a pile of clothes he left in the woman's yard. Deputies attempted to charge him with lewd or indecent exposure, according to the offense report. The man's name and identifying information were redacted from the report. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I get a real kick that just he threw his identification in someone's yard. It shouldn't tickle me as much as it does, but it does.
Sorry, I had a minion that decided at that point her opinion was necessary. While in Florida, the meth is dirt cheap, but the beer is damn expensive. The booze is cheap, though. Man, I was trying to whoop on some women. The poor man. Just, man. I mean, all we're trying to do is trying to find love for a man who's looking for love in all the wrong places, apparently. Okay, stop sharing, you asshat. I can screen crap.
Oh. I'm glad. This is one of those reports where it's like, I'm kind of glad that they're treating maybe the mental health problem and not the immediate drug problem. This is where, like, someone was legitimately a professional. We saw people that were trained to be police officers, that were to serve and protect, and they protected everyone.
Oh,
including the lunatic going around like fucking Zoidberg making noises everywhere. Even when
he was just trying to fertilize her eggs in her lawn. That's all he was trying to do. That's all he was trying to do.
Just as easily as these officers took him in, I could see a Miami cop like putting 2 bullets in his head, saying he was gonna spit, like he was gonna come at me. You could see the hate in his eyes.
Oh my God, we're getting P-dubs with the I whoop whoop my women, but I've wrecked too many DVs. Aww. See, because these other whoop whoop motherfucker falsettos, they're doing whoop whoop in the wrong places. All these fakers trying to whoop whoop, and the real whoop whoopers ain't getting nothing. This is not okay. That's what he faps apparently with razor blades because he's so emo. Oh,
Crawling in my skin is worse that will not heal. That motherfucker is dead.
Dead.
That's pretty
super metal.
Oh, I want you to know that Pop loves you.
Pop loves me.
And he's telling me to tell you that.
Okay, Pop. That was random as fuck.
Well, he was messaging me on Discord, asking me what I thought of something. I said, and by the way, hey, did Hybrid Theory suck? I don't know if Hybrid Theory sucked. Was it Matora or Hybrid Theory that was good? I want to say Matora was good. Sorry, I just saw something JP threw in chat, and I want his opinion on it. But, Pop was getting my opinion on something, because we've known to talk a few times. I've been known to jump on his streams, Pop live streams. Go check that shit out. And we've been known to bounce ideas back and forth. So I was letting him know, I'll get back to you. I'm doing the stream right now. And then he said, oh, yay, tell Red I love her.
Pop's fun. Pop's fun.
He does internet. He's gonna change
Swipe
it up at some
sports.
point, but the internet swipe sports is really good. If he could find a way to just even tinker it a little.
What's great is when he does the swipe sports and Tamro's not in the call. That's fucking awesome. Gandalf, he says, hey, I like red. Proving red is not just for commies. By the way, Fat Albert was a commie, a black power commie. Probably even secretly Muzzy. I love Gandalf.
Gandalf?
Yeah, the first time I ever came across him was in the White YouTuber and Gemini server. He's an older guy. He's funny. And he pops up with some random weird shit. It's great.
Yeah, that guy's that's fun. He is challenging I Am Cancer for that #1 shit posting spot in our server. So Cancer, you gotta fucking chop, chop, chop.
Oh God, Ghost Dog told me not to murder songs. Okay, I won't murder songs. But one of these days I'm gonna get Dual Wheel to come in here and rap battle me. But I'm fucking plastered. The White YouTuber happened to the White YouTuber. That's what happened to him.
He's taking a break. He might rebrand. He might come back. Just YouTube's not the same game that he came in on, and he needs time to realign. And because this is a really pretentious thing to say, and I apologize, everyone. So you feel free to boo me. But YouTubers are artists, and some artists are moody people, and when their art isn't going a certain way, they kind of like start to rethink their art, and they're going like, what am I doing? Because I used to be successful. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong?
And honestly, the white YouTuber had some health concerns pop up. He did a thing, and me and a couple people were joking, and we're talking about him being dead, and we planned the whole funeral for him, and then everybody else took over and did great, amazing things with it for the white YouTubers, memorial, and that was a lot of fun. But honestly, the white YouTuber has had a lot of like health things pop up, and like with Gemini, he said some real shit, and he realized, oh shit, that's right, I have to get a job. I can't just YouTube for money anymore.
No. There was a great golden age of YouTube, and it's come and passed, and now we are in the dark age, and you've got to support yourself and put out your art if you want to keep doing this. There are ways to do it. You got to crowdfund. You got to do your Patreons. You got to do your open donations, and maybe if you're one of the lucky channels, your super chats will keep you going. But it's pretty rough. You're absolutely right, JP. They did not unsub you. He nuked his channel.
Yeah, he did. He nuked it. I looked a few months back. I like, wait, what? I was subbed to the white YouTuber. I mean, honestly, there's a really amazing, embarrassing stream for my husband and I on the Devil's Advocates, the game show we used to do, where we had the white YouTuber, Ghastly, King Carl, and myself, and we're all on there, and all of a sudden King Carl was drunk as fuck. He didn't even remember the stream, and he apologized to my husband and all of us later, but he started in on the white YouTuber. We didn't even get to really do any of the questions on the game show. It was
Ghastly, just like he just saw this and he fucked off.
No, he was in there and he messaged us. He's like, I gotta go. I'm like, totally understand, dude. Later. He's like, yeah, because Ghastly and AP have been on Devil's Advocates before. And they played really well. It was fucking amazing and great. And Ghastly's like, fuck yeah, I'm down to do this again. And this was during King Carl's reign. And this is when he started like really drinking heavily. And it got bad. It got real bad. He could not stand the white YouTuber at all. Yes, real life does trump YouTube. That's for shit and for sure, Ghost Dog.
Some people don't see it that way. Some people will actually throw their real life underneath for YouTube, and that's not okay, man. I mean, I get it's fun. This would be a great job for anyone to have. Being able to pursue your passion is beautiful, but
this has to be a hobby, really, honestly, at this stage of the game. I mean, within the last year, if you got in within the last year, you can't do this for any real money purposes. You can maybe make a few bucks and maybe do this as a hobby, but you got to have a real job and do real things. And there were quite a few people that took the interwebs way too fucking seriously and got seriously invested, and really just terrible things happened, and people lost channels, lost subs, lost any kind of fun they were having. And just really, I mean, honestly, when I started this last year, I started this just for shits and giggles and to have a good time because it was fun. And we just have a goddamn good time on here. We try to have fun. And fuck all the other shit people are talking about. We're going to talk about other things people aren't talking about and just have a goddamn good time.
Sometimes we'll theme, like, the thing about this show is it's going to, we've kind of fallen into a comfortable habit, but if we want to change the show, we will just take a hammer to it and smash it, because, again, that's the way artists are, is that they will look at something, and if they're not happy with it, they'll rework it. Now,
I mean, honestly, if you go to this channel, this Hump Day channel, back when it was actually called the Midweek Windup, it was just drunk Red having fun and randomly streaming with truckers and other people and just having fun for fun's sake. I mean, honestly, seriously, go back to my channel and you'll look at it, and it was just weird and random. And honestly, I started this channel just to have fun, and then I'm like, all right, fine, I'll call it the Midweek Windup. And we called it the Midweek Windup because other people were doing things like on the weekends and other days. I'm like, all right, fine, middle of the week, let's do something and just have fun. And then Waifu came along and I was like, okay, we can actually do things and have personalities and banter off of each other and just, do things. And when we find a good cause, do the good cause, and otherwise just we won't get involved in the drama or the naysaying shit.
But oh, what's up? Okay, so PWM, he's got to go to bed. Good night,
P-dubs.
privileged white male. It was
Say
fun.
good night to the wife.
Thank you for hanging out. Like, here's the thing. If you got to comment on the drama, I prefer to comment on sort of not on the people directly involved, because everyone's going to do that. Like, everyone and their dog will. So by the time we get to it, it's not even going to matter.
It's been chewed, swallowed, regurgitated, rechewed, you know?
What people don't do, and this is what I want to see more of, because it's about treating the disease and not the symptom. Let's talk about sort of the type of people that do this and where this goes and why this might happen.
Right.
And Red and I were having a talk about this kind of in general. Like, it's fun to roast people every now and then, but I don't want to crucify them all the time. I don't want to, because people are going to fuck up. I'm going to fuck up. Red's going to fuck up. We'll all fuck up. And if we get into this habit where we just fuck each other because we were wrong this one time, then we're going to have nobody to talk to.
Your YouTube quote unquote career should not be deciding what hill you're going to die on. I mean, you shouldn't say, oh, this is the hill I'm going to die on, or this is what I'm going to fight for. It's great to have morals and a line in the sand. But I mean, honestly, just to quote my kid's favorite movie, let it go. I mean, this is the interwebs. I mean, just, it's the internet. Just, there are so many things to entertain you and inform you and everything else. Why pick something that's going to make you angry and fill you full of hatred and venom and lash out? Find something that brings you joy and entertainment.
And that's what is. I think it's, you build a much better community off of entertainment than you would, you know, off of, and I get that there's maybe a need for that, or there's an outlet, but as I've seen it, most of the people that do that, I don't see them being the happiest people, and I don't see them keeping their fan bases. Maybe I can name a handful, and one of them, like, everyone's like, well, what about Keemstar? Yeah, but you see all the people around Keemstar who died. He's literally the only guy,
right,
that's been able to make it work.
Just,
anyways, that's our kumbaya powwow moment. Right? Thank you for giving us that.
That's
we're gonna get back to
the of privilege. And honestly, P-dubs, oh, I feel for your wife, honey. I've had 4 children and 7 pregnancies. Oof. When that baby lays a cast in your belly and you're having dreams about alien and things bursting out of your belly.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult when you're like I'll never know this, but like when you're a human incubator.
Right? Dude, honestly, I started having empathy for our chickens, okay? I live on a farm with goats. We don't have the pigs anymore, but we're getting new ones this fall. But the chickens, the fucking goats, everything else, I'm seeing them pregnant. I'm like, oh, honey, I know. And as a mother, a human incubator, I know. You're not going to remember this pain even a day later. You're going to have memory of childbirth, but you're not going to remember it. Because if you remembered it, the human species would cease to exist. Because if you remembered exactly what that pain was, you would not do it again.
Speaking of which, I've got a segue into that. Discord.
Oh, Discord.
Discord is for you.
Also known as anti-harmony.
You know, our Discord is pretty awesome.
Our Discord's great. I pop in there every once in a while when I can, just to see what the hell's going on. And it's great. I love it. Like earlier tonight, I popped in there and I started dying from like the memes, so back and forth. And poor, what was it? Thomas the Dank Engine.
SMG, Stone Mexican.
Yeah. Making their things going back and forth. And poor Princess Trunks. He's gonna make a pretty girl though. That's great.
Wait, did you say poor Princess Trunks? He?
Yeah.
Why
not?
That's a chick.
All people in our Discord are he's.
Apparently.
If you're in my Discord, you're a male.
And it's actually an interesting phenomenon is that to save people the embarrassment, everyone will just, if you don't know someone's gender, just default to a dude so that you don't make the assumption and then you get that like, oh, I'm a guy thing.
Oh my God. How many times in chats where it's like I've popped up and I still have my wrench in different chats and people are like, oh, hey, dude, da 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 da. I'm like, my little icon is literally my avatar. It's got a Celtic knotwork in the background and a red-haired, long-haired person. And people are like, thanks, dude. I'm like, yeah, no problem. We're just going to let you continue thinking I'm a male. And then when you check out my channel and then you think I'm a trap, that's even better. It's just fucking awesome to me. It's great. Some girls get all pissy. We're like, I'm not a man. Prove it. Or shut the fuck up and accept it's the internet.
Well, speaking of the pain of childbirth that you brought up,
oh my
title for you. Virginia girl's love of dolls helps save baby when aunt unexpectedly gives birth in bathroom.
It was a poop. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was a black kid.
Don't say fuck you. I was about to say.
All right.
Not a poop, it's black.
No, seriously, honestly, like with my first kid, like almost 19 years ago, when I first got pregnant, everything was fine. And then I went into labor with her and all of a sudden started getting back pains. I thought I was having my period. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. I was like, oh, I've got to poop. Oh, wait, no, it's a child. And it was a fully white child. But I got to poop. No, it's a baby.
Well, let's roll it. A 10-year-old, and this is just fucking amazing, a 10-year-old Virginia girl's fondness of dolls helped save her newborn cousin after her aunt unexpectedly gave birth in a bathroom on Monday. Chloe Carrion was in Fairfax County home with her expectant 21-year-old aunt who had not been yet identified when the aunt complained she didn't feel well. The pregnant woman went to the bathroom with stomach pains only to realize she was actually in labor. She screamed my name and she says, I had a baby. And I said, and this is the most black thing they do, no, you didn't. And she said, yes, I did. Chloe told the news station, which reported the 21-year-old had been hiding the pregnancy from her family. When Chloe ran into the bathroom, she couldn't believe what she saw. Her aunt had given birth on the toilet. The woman handed Chloe her newborn son before falling and passing out. At the time, Chloe called her mother, April West, for help. West, who was in disbelief, saw the child for herself when Chloe used FaceTime to prove the child existed. She turned the phone around because we were on FaceTime, and on the camera I saw this little face, West recalled. While waiting for emergency medical officials to arrive, Chloe decided to put to use the same skills she learned from taking care of her baby dolls. Much of what she's learned has been from watching YouTube videos. This video helped me with swaddling and cleaning him up from everything, Chloe explained. Chloe, with the help from 911 dispatchers, used a pair of household scissors to cut the baby's umbilical cord. Chloe was standing at the front door with the baby swaddled, and she was rocking him back and forth, said West, who arrived shortly after emergency officials. The baby, who's named Isaac, and his mother were taken to the local hospital. Both are doing well. I'm very proud of her. She was so brave, West added. Even as an adult, I don't think I could have done what she did.
Okay. Honestly, I knew a chick when I was working with the military as a civilian, and she didn't know she was pregnant until she was 6 months along. But still, this just... I have 3 daughters. They play baby dolls. I'm the oldest out of 4 children. I played baby dolls. Nothing in any of the baby doll gear showed you what to do with the newborn. I even had one of those baby dolls that had the umbilical cord still on and everything, and it looked like a shriveled up fuck. Okay. They were anatomically correct and everything. Nothing shows you how to do that. All that bullshit they're putting out there. Okay. So maybe her having a natural maternal instinct, which women are supposed to have, young girls are supposed to have, that might have helped. And what kills me is the fact that a 10-year-old knew more about being a mother than the 21-year-old who was pregnant. Just,
well, that woman was trying to hide it. So, I mean, when you kind of put it in your mind that's like, I need to make this a secret, you don't put as much importance on it and you kind of push it to the back of your mind. But
I'm just going to say, ladies, if you swallow, there's nothing you have to hide. Just saying, maybe a bad tummy ache if you swallow a large load.
I mean, she was 21, JP. She could have been out of the house. I don't know. They don't give you the details of the things around the pregnancy, but yeah, I mean, YouTube really has everything. And this daughter, this 10-year-old took an unnatural interest in how to take care of babies. And with a little help was able to do something amazing. And I would have had to been walked through that.
This is where my inner racist shows is it was a black child in a black family, probably with a large portion of women giving birth, whether or not the father or anybody else needs to know. Just putting that out there. I mean, how many times do you hear about little Becky or little Veronica having to rescue their aunt who nobody else knew was pregnant? I'm just honestly, seriously, you got to have a license to carry a concealed weapon. You got to have a license to drive a car. You got to have a license to operate heavy machinery or operate a stop sign at a traffic signal. But any moron that has a twat and can open her legs can have children. Just saying, that whole parental licensing thing might need to be a thing.
It's definitely, we need to start telling people, like, we need to start getting people to think about how to plan this shit. Planned Parenthood, not a bad thing. Making sure that your child comes into a good home because you have your shit together, not a terrible idea.
I mean, just think about how far away was that baby from being a segment on a Family Guy episode? You know, the prom night dumpster baby.
Oh.
I mean, she gave birth in the toilet. Kind of tells you what she thought about the pregnancy. And that's a little man growing up in that environment. And he's going to grow up to be a man that could get other people pregnant. Just putting that out there.
I mean, I don't have all the pieces, and it kind of works both ways. Just as easily as I can condemn someone for not having enough pieces, I can't say that I know what's going on. I'll say this: in Canada, we don't actually have a lot of black people. Probably the most black people you'll see are in Toronto, where Andy Worski's up, and yeah, even then they're pretty scarce. So I don't know the culture. Just
okay.
I have no fucking clue.
Ghost Dog makes the comment. Why was the kid watching how to take care of a baby doll / real baby? Just gonna put this out there. Black female, probably not in a secure household, probably had some other influences in her life. And maybe she is actually quite adept in survival instinct and knew she may need this information in her life, at least maybe for herself. Just, I don't know. There's some kids out there, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever, that have this weird instinct that they're like, you know what? Something's telling me to pay attention to this.
I mean, look at this girl. She might actually the aunt might come from a bad side of the family. Okay.
True.
But if you look at this girl in the picture, she actually looks pretty put together. She's got her glasses, so she's being taken care of medically. Her teeth look fucking great. She's smiling with her teeth. Cornrows in her hair, so like, you know, someone had to teach her that, likely her mother. So she probably comes from a great family and just has a thorough interest in how children are taken care of. Like, do you remember ever being obsessed with something as a child?
Yeah, but usually I had parents that taught me to be interested in it, or an adult figure or somebody in my life that was like, hey, look, this is something I'm interested in. You should be interested in it too.
See, I'm the black sheep in my family, so I always pursued things of my own accord. Growing
True.
up, I was fascinated by insects and lizards, and I used to look up all kinds of books, all kinds of nature books. I used to look up all these weird facts about insects and especially insects. So that's just something that I was always interested in. And so, like, we live on the age of the internet and we have so many resources available to us. I think this girl just had an extra, like, she wanted to be thorough in how she took care of her dolls because I mean,
And
she's
honestly,
10.
I've got to give credit to that, because there have been a lot of feminist propaganda or female first propaganda and things pushed out on the internet. And honestly, I have 4 children, 3 of them are daughters. And like my oldest, like literally within the last 6 months, she's 18 and she's getting ready to turn 19, just, took care of that virginity problem, and is already into, like, taking care of like the whole birth control thing. She's going to college, the Central Washington University. And my kids, that's like, I've put down certain guidelines, but with the internet being what it is, and at their school, even though we live in a tiny ass town, even the kindergartner in our family has a Google Chromebook she uses at school, and all the kids are given YouTube accounts so that way they can watch things and do things. And it's a good thing. I mean, honestly, that 10-year-old kid saved a baby's life. And maybe she has shit influences as adults, but because of whatever she was exposed to, she was able to become the adult in that situation, which is sad, but seriously, that baby needed an adult.
Now, I say hats off to this kid. Amazing job. It's always nice to have like these bizarre stories that just have, happy ending, and that's pretty damn good.
J Gulf City P says, I live in Vancouver and I agree. We are short on black people, lots of Indians and Asians, but not a lot of white or black people.
Oh, there are plenty of white people. Definitely that, and that's how you know there are a lot of when there are a lot of Indians and Asians, is because you'll walk into an area and go like, wow, there's so many of them compared to the normal white populace down in Vancouver. Been there, seen that city. Can say it.
Well, see, my ex-husband and his friend used to go up there all the time for the $5 pitchers of margaritas and stuff before you had to be 21 to drink up there. And it was a short drive for them in their MR2 Toyota car or whatever. And they drive up there, and then they would tell me stories about these guys that would have like these menus of poems that from anywhere from $2 to $10 you could select from their poem readings, and they'd read these poems and the different like weird city life and their drug life and everything. Just Vancouver was weird when I was a mid-teenager.
Now, do you mean Vancouver, Canada, or
yes, Vancouver, Canada?
Okay, because it's not 21 to drink over in that province.
Well, it is if you're American, from what I've heard now. Is back in the day, Americans could drive up from Washington and drink in Canada, but then they started with the passport and all that, and you had to be whatever your country's age restriction was to drink there. And before they turned 21, I mean, they were 18, and my friend or my ex-husband and his friend would drive up there and get totally fucking plastered.
Well, that sounds awesome. That's something Canadians often do, is that if the because we have 2 legal drinking ages. In some provinces it's 18, others it's 19. So what they'll do is they'll go from the 19-year-old province, and then they'll move over to an 18-year-old province, and they'll just get shittered over there.
All right. J Gulf City P says, no, it's definitely legal to drink at 19 here in Canada. Now, mind you, this was quite a few years ago. This is about 18, 19 years ago when my ex-husband used to drive down there before I got pregnant. with our child. He would drive down there, and then while I was pregnant with our child, he would still drive down there before we got married. And he could drive down there all he wanted, but I was too busy in the throes of motherhood to really pay fucking attention. So, I mean, I went to a strip club with my ex-husband, his friends, and a bunch of guys when they got off work from Wendy's just to go hang out. And we went to Deja Vu. And here in Washington State, there's no booze at the strip clubs. There's not. In Oregon, if you go down to Portland City, they have some amazing strip clubs. They've got drinking, and the strippers will touch you and all kinds of shit. We fucked with my brother when we made him go for his birthday and get a lap dance and some really close contact with a black chick, and he was super racist. We a lot of fun at Oregon, but Washington State is like seriously weird. Just weird. It's 18 here. It should be 25. Honestly, yeah. This is one of the things I don't understand is you have to be 18 to sign up in America to put your life on the line for your country, to sign a legal binding agreement and all that. But you got to be 21 to drink. I don't get that. You can vote and change policies, but you can't have booze. Oh my God, Goatman joined us.
Goatman, I've got your story, man. Oh, dude, I'm so glad Goatman is here.
Does we have a Goatman story?
I have a specifically Goatman story, and I think it's the perfect story to close out on.
That was good because Pop's streaming now too.
Yeah,
I gotta go over there and harass him while my children are still not in bed.
Here we go. As a goat appreciation group, there you are. And this will be our moment of zen, our climax, our
in the state of Regina.
If I could give a man 2 wrenches, it would be Goatman. If I could give
it's New Jersey. Never mind. I thought it was Virginia.
So in honor of Goatman, ladies and gentlemen, our next story.
You want me to read this one for Goatman?
Yes, I think that would be very appropriate given your relationship.
Lone goat may be to blame for New Jersey escape last week. I'm just going to point out right here, the guy's name is Ryan Gatos. just saying.
The child.
A goat who escaped a New Jersey livestock auction house more than a year ago may be the one to blame for helping more than 75 others escape, the facility's manager said Thursday. More than 75 goats and sheep escaped the Hackettstown livestock auction on Wednesday night. Hackettstown police officers responded to the scene and were able to herd up to 60 animals into their pen. About 15 animals were believed to be on the run still. One goat who was able to escape the same auction house last year is believed to be behind the escape. According to the New York Post, the goat occasionally pops up around town. Dun, dun, dun. We need that gopher thing with a goat now. Mm-hmm. After the escape, the goat showed up at the facility and headbutted the gate, holding the animals that had been caught in an apparent effort to help them escape again. Facility manager Bao Postman told the New York Post. It was him, Postman told the newspaper. I think he's the culprit. He must have banged the fence and let them out last night. I'm positive he must have put a lot of force into that. The Great Escape came about a week after more than 100 goats escaped in Boise, Idaho neighborhood. Fox News' Kathleen Joyce contributed to this post. Meh. Just let the goats go. Let him go. Poor goats, man.
So, I gotta ask, as a goat handler yourself. Yeah, the whole chat saying it's Goatman. It was Goatman the whole time.
Look at that avatar. I gotta pull up that video or the picture of the goat in that the group photo. It was totally Goatman.
Tamara, why the fuck are you up? I just woke up. Hi, Tamara.
Of course you just woke up. Pop streaming.
Yeah, are you ducking out on your duties? I will pull double shift and
Ooh.
run over there.
Tamro. Go tell on you.
Tamrocito, something, 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 Tamro. Something, 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 Tamro. Something, 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 Tamro. Tamrocito.
But yeah, it was totally Goat Man. Goat Man did it, man. It was totally Goat Man. Nobody ever expects the Goatquisition.
Have you ever had like a problem goat that would lead the others? Are goats known
Yes.
for their leadership?
Who are you at? Oh my God, seriously. I have goats on this farm, and every 3 to 4 years, my father-in-law cycles out his buck, and we get every year there's new kids, right? And we get these ones that decide to go off on their own little tangent and do their own little fucking thing. So yes, goat lives matter, but goddamn goats. So when they pee in their beards when I've had enough.
They pee in their beards.
Yes, the male goats pee in their beards. It's a way of them like doing their musk thing,
Like
and they suck their own dicks. Not even kidding.
They will pee on their beards and suck each other off like your common homosexual.
No, not each other. They suck themselves off.
Disgusting.
So I'm just saying, honestly, when the fucking males are in rut on this farm, we live on 5 acres and we can smell it fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Just goats, man. I love our goat man, but our goats, man. Just saying. I love our the Ridgebacks we have, but the La Manchas could just go fuck right the fuck off. And John M's apparently in rut. We can learn from male goats, says Ryder. Oh, okay. So I just checked on Pop's live stream.
He's doing the countdown.
It's like I clicked on it and it says, I'm sorry, this video is not available. And then it says copyright cast now.
Yeah.
What's the problem now, Pop?
No, he's fine. He's fine. He probably just had a bit of a tech issue. Don't you mock people for tech issues.
I can mock them from my own tech issue space. We'll give it like 5. Okay, so I guess that means we got 5 minutes to end our stream, and then we have somewhere to send people's.
We'll send them soon, but it's time to look back and see what we learned today, children.
Oh, what did we learn? Apparently, Goatman says we can milk him any day.
I don't think
I'll milk you, Goatman.
I don't think he produces the same milk.
Nah.
We learned that there are many parents in the world, but not everyone should be a parent, especially when you give your 2-year-old Indonesian baby boy 40 cigarettes a day. Go kill yourselves. Learned that the bonds between father and son are strong, but are easily shattered when good chicken is on the line. Learned that love is a powerful thing, and that an Indiana woman who wants to fulfill a rape fantasy and file a false rape report could very well fall in love with a Florida man who will blow up lesbians for not having sex with them, allegedly. But that's not all. We saw our Florida woman running away from giant spider and getting naked, run into this happy, happy sunset with man stripping naked and making whooping noises. We learned that someone has to be a responsible parent, even if that's a 10-year-old girl who fucking helped save a home birth. Again, good on you, child. And finally, we learned that goats are a clever species. We must be careful of them. And They are powerful, especially when they're named Goatman.
God damn it. Sorry. I also have Pop TV's stream going in my ear, and all of a sudden the smoke good trees popped in my ear.
I also want you to learn that Pop, buddy of mine, he does a bit of the streaming thing. So I'm gonna send you. You want to get ready and queue up over there? You're more than welcome. I've sent you the link.
He's got musics and OBS and great video instead of just audio commentary. But I promise next week should be the last week we have this ghetto fabulous beginner's rig.
Hold on.
Once I get new internet.
I gotta stop you. Duel. Can I share that? Am I allowed to share that publicly? Because that's kind of funny. Continue. Sorry, I need to wait for the response.
Oh no, that's great.
That is amazing. Okay, so Duel, he's got the Instagram. We'll share pictures, see what's up with people, and he's got 18 new followers today. One of which is the mundane Matt Jarbo.
What?
Yeah. Matt Jarbo is following Duel.
That's funny.
Duel, probably the most serious of the skeptics we know.
He's a super serial streamer. And Pop Play, I said to people over to his stream, he's like, go watch Red Waifu, fuckers. That's funny.
We're wrapping up, and he deserves it.
Poor Duel. No, don't lose your Instagram, Duel. Don't lose your Instagram.
You won't lose it.
Instagram. Just don't make any mundane Matt parodies. You'll be okay, Duel.
Nope.
Malachite, long time no see, buddy. I think I saw you earlier this morning, or like about 18 hours ago.
And just to show you a few of this, because we always do extra work. I always come over prepared for a stream. The stories we could have been reading. Vibrator, other sex toys spark shutdown at Berlin airport. Sex bomb. I even had the sex bomb joke ready. I fucked it up. Sex bomb, sex bomb. Creepy tube dating posters pop up in London offering sweat sharing and breath tasting. 2 elderly men did not escape their retirement home to attend heavy metal festival, police say. Girl 4 grabs dad's phone and throws it into sea because he spends so much time on it. Dad devastated to discover he was grieving for daughter at wrong grave for 30 years.
Oh, Jesus.
And those were the ones I didn't use.
Post-birth abortions. Tamara Ashley written only thoughts on post-birth abortions. It depends on if they're in their 15th trimester or not. Post-15th trimester, I say a bullet to the back of the head. But before that, you could still, I don't know, smother them with a female condom. Just saying. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if you tell your ladies, swallowing means you don't have to make the choice. Just saying. 9 out of 10 times it's an electric razor, but 1 out of 10 it's a vibrator.
Oh, Jesus, my Discord is blowing up.
Oh, God. And apparently Melia says she's got our stream on her TV. Poor Melly, she's getting me in stereo. Oh.
Oh, that's why he's practicing.
What's he practicing? Why is he practicing?
Pop is practicing his stream. We sent people to a practice stream. He's just doing tech and trying to get the good shit running.
Come on, Pop. People need a stream, and we're getting ready to call it a night.
Sometimes he runs a Wednesday stream, but that all depends. Well, we looked at what we learned.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
We climaxed. We got to see Goatman, which was very important.
Here's what I'll do.
I think we'll do some shilling, and then that'll be that. So yeah, I'm like you all know me. I'm Waifu Hunter. I run Red's Discord, which is not in the description.
Oh shit, that's right. But everybody here's already in our Discord. But just for shits and giggles,
if Goatman was in our Discord, I'd be the happiest motherfucker in the world.
Goat's in our Discord. I swear, I thought he was.
Under a different name, maybe, but.
Hold on. Okay. All right, Goatman, join our Discord.
Well, I don't
make
know
us happy. There it is.
I don't even know if he uses Discord. That's the problem. We can't force people to our Discord as much as I want to.
We can, and we will. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's a moment of zen for people, just for some video stimulation, because you're not gonna be able to hear it. But all right, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna put it on there. I'm gonna show Kitty pictures. I'm gonna show Kitty. And then there we go. The kitten in a mailbox. There we go. Aww. Kitty in a cupboard. Aww. Aww. Kitty stuck on a raft. So everybody have a good night. I hope you were able to hump it out. So you make it a few days before other streamers do some fun stuff on the weekend.
Red's Twitter is right there. We got Streamlabs if you want to give money. We've linked the Discord in chat. Usually they're Eastern time around like 1-ish, just after noon. I run it. We have a whole bunch of great people. John M's in there. I'm in there. Sometimes Pop swings around. Tamro's been a regular. Cynic is great. We got Princess Trunks. We got all kinds of great people. Come see the people. Hang out with us.
Every once in a while we get a Max Burr in there. We got Josh Agon.
Josh Agon is a regular. Benny Hanna is a regular. Max Burr, not a regular as of late. He's doing his like art hiatus thing where he will vanish for a while. Then he'll come back to us.
He's going to go into hibernation, and then he's going to come out with some amazing art for us to all, like, you know, gaygasm over. So it'll be fine. So, but yeah, this has been, you know, yeah, once upon a time was called the Midweek Windup. Now it's Hump Day. And I promise next week I'll have Mercolim in here to do things. Yeah, and Mel's in there too. She's on the West Coast or the left coast, depending on how you want to call it. And there's a lot of fun to be had in there. And every once in a while, like when I'm able to pop in there.
Mal, that's Melly.
Or Mel. And Malachite's in there too.
Yep. Mal is in there.
It's a lot of fun here on the left coast. So you can come in here and not be afraid to be right.
Mm-hmm. Just come in there and have fun. Don't be a royal dick. And even some royal dicks, they get a little bit of leeway.
John M. barked at the kittens I was showing. I thought you were in there, Malachite. I swear I thought you were in there. But
no, that's Maluigi. Oh,
Maluigi.
Mal. There are two Mals, and so it gets confusing. Sorry, Malachite.
Don't Discord anymore. I totally understand. So, and every once in a while, Red checks her Twitter. So, because my interwebs is a complete piece of shit, and my cell phone to check my Twitter, honestly, out here in the middle of nowhere, if I don't have interwebs, I don't have cell phone service. So, I gotta wait until I get good interwebs to be able to regularly check on my Twitter. But if you guys have any really great Florida Man stories, there's the Florida Man Cave in my Discord. They can post stories in there and just have some fun and just banter away and have great immature fun. And even there's some serial conversations once in a while. But for the most part, it's just a great of fun. So
sometimes you'll get to watch a blowout and some spurging. You people, the people that were there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Flaggett's gonna flag and Spurgy's gonna spurg. It's just part of the interwebs. You just gotta accept it. It's just gonna happen. You just gotta either lay back and take it or go for full thrust on them and make them take it. So, you know, yeah, you got a little bit of a choice. So, but yeah, we'll check you guys next week and we'll be in Discord. And apparently I have a mini minion that's decided to bring her little bohunkus out here in the middle of the stream. So I definitely got to wrap it up now because apparently I got to go on mom mode. So, good night, everybody. Say good night, waifu.
Night. I'm out of alcohol.
Yeah, out of alcohol. Same. So, all right, we'll see you guys next time. And if we get to 250, we'll find something interesting to do. So,